There's probably nothing more satisfying than barbecue chicken wings. Especially when they just come off the charcoal in the hawker centre. You've got Tiger beer, and you've got your friends, and you've got your stack of wet wipes ready to go. But I'm going to recreate that in less than 10 minutes in an air fryer. So keep watching to find out what my secret is. But first, if you're into Southeast Asian cooking, this is one of the sauces that you must be able to cook. Very, very simple, few ingredients, but trust me, it is 100 times better than buying any of the bottled crap that you can get, bottled stuff you can get out there. Depending on your tolerance for heat, don't conflict it with spice, heat, we got these large red chilies, or you can have bird's eye chili. So these ones are a lot spicier than these ones. And actually a good little tip, if you snap the chili in half and just give it a smell, you can actually smell how hot these chilies are. And that's not that spicy. That is insanely spicy. One of those sauces that is vital if you're going to make, say, Hainanese chicken rice. And I'm gonna show you how to make that. You've got your chilies, garlic, salt, sugar, you can use MSG, vinegar, and because I'm gonna make this for Hainanese chicken rice, we've got chicken stock, but you can omit that so you can keep it vegan. If you follow these directions, you're not gonna mess this up. So stick around, we're gonna pair this chili sauce with one of my favorite dishes, which is barbecue chicken wings. So everyone's gonna have their version or variation of this chili sauce. This is my favorite way of doing it, and this is how we serve it at our restaurant and also at home. First off, you're gonna want to have some washed and destemmed chilies and a high-power blender. Now, of course, you can do this in a pestle and mortar. Like I said before, I think if you've got a high-speed blender, you can also get some really good results in this. But of course, doing it the traditional route, you're gonna get that lovely flavor. I'm using a mix of the bird's eye chili and the normal chilies. Garlic. A little bit of salt. Quite a lot of sugar, so a couple of tablespoons of sugar. Vinegar. Oops, just poured that all over my phone. I'm gonna blend that up. Blend it on high speed. Right, so that's been blending for literally about a couple of minutes. And what we'll end up with is this really spicy chili sauce. It's not finished there yet though, so don't be impatient. Now, if I was back home in Singapore, I would be using calamansi limes, but I don't have calamansi here. It is really expensive. So I'm gonna use some fresh lime juice, pour that in. Oh, that literally slaps. Was that too Gen Z for me to say? Now, depending on your preference, you can use, I've used a mixture of chili and garlic. You can use ginger, it's totally up to you. This is just how I like to have my chili sauce. So that's blended out with a lot of lime. And I'm gonna add a little touch of Hainanese chicken stock. So this is the chicken stock that we've had the chickens poached in. Loads of pandan, garlic, spring onion, all those sort of aromats through it. This chili sauce is going to wake you straight up. You have to have a go yourself trying to make this chili sauce, because that was so simple, so fast, and it's so cheap because you just need a few ingredients that you normally have in the house or kitchen. And I guarantee you, you're gonna end up with results like this that is going to blow everyone away. Now, we need to pair this. This has got to go with something. So I'm gonna pair this with my barbecue chicken wings. Those chilies are really hot. I'm so weak. Whew. Right, let's pair this with some barbecue chicken wings. So I got these jumbo chicken wings, and they have been in a mixture of what we call a brine. Now, a brine is this salty water, salt mixed water that basically is going to lock in all that juiciness and flavour and seasoning into the chicken or meat. And I highly recommend that you do this whenever you're cooking with chicken, say, just before you roast a chicken, because it's just going to lock in all that flavour. Now, I've made here a 3% brine, which means 3% of the volume of liquid, the water I've used, is salt. But I've also added in some sugar and honey for a bit more flavour. So these have been in the brine for a couple of hours, so they're ready to go in the barbecue. Now, just like with my sattés, I'm just going to brush these gently with a little bit of smoked oil to kind of give it that smokiness that you would have on a barbecue. Right, put that onto the grill feature, and I'm going to let that grill until it's got a nice colour all over it. So about 10 minutes, then I'm going to turn them around halfway, and then I'm going to brush them with a little bit of the palm sugar. And that's going to give it a really nice coating and stickiness and sweetness. That's going to be perfect to go with our chili garlic sauce. Now, maybe it's just a little bit extra, but I like to use, instead of honey, I like to use gula melaka to brush over the chicken wings. I just love the flavour. I love the colour it gives. And I'm just a big fan. If you can't find it, honey is also a good option. I'll just season them with a little bit of salt, and they're nearly ready. Great, so they've been in there for about 10 to 15 minutes. I've given them a turn halfway. They smell a little smoky from that smoke oil, so you could easily think that those have been done on the barbecue. I don't have any, but a little sliced calamansi lime on the side, just squeezed over the top. This honestly brings me back to going back to the hawker centres in Singapore, where you would get them on big, long sticks, big, long skewers, hundreds and hundreds of chicken wings. I'm so excited that I'm able to replicate Singaporean-style chicken wings in less than 10 minutes. It's amazing. I'm going to put the recipe on our website straight after this video, so click on the link and find the recipe there to give them a go. They say less than 10 minutes in the air fryer. And of course, the chili garlic sauce, you've got to give it a go. Next up is another air fryer recipe, so stay tuned. You guys are gonna wanna click on that one. I'll see you next week.